All right, welcome back. Yes, we are here for Ladder Season 3. Cannot believe it's already Season 3. But I'm happy to bring you this super budget Day 1 FoH build. That's right, it's currently Day 3, but I've had all of this gear since Day 1. And I gotta say, it is all very easily obtained. The last two seasons I used D2JSP. I would get early drops, trade them for form gold, and then trade those for gear. This time I wanted to go old school and do 100% self-found this ladder. So I'm just going to trade my drops for form gold and then just save it. So, yeah. I've been doing pit runs since day 1. I'm currently now level 72. And I'm really happy with this build. I love doing FoH for ladder because it's just super cheap and super effective. And this character is going to be dedicated to just the pits. I'm not going to do chaos this ladder. What I also love about this character, it does not require a Merc. I lucked out and got some okay Merc gear, so I do have a Merc, but if he dies, I don't even resurrect until the next game because he's really not needed. So let's get into this build. We will start with the character doing the character stats. Doing pits, as you know, you don't really need resistances. The only one that would matter a little bit is lightning res, because you will run into lightning enchanted or boss pack that has a holy shock aura. But even then, you're still pretty good. But when I run into those packs, I just hit E, put my salvation on, and boom, max res. But for the most part, I will keep my redemption up, which is why you don't really need a Merc, because you're constantly replenishing your mana and your health, which is really cool. So we'll keep that up. I have enough strength for my gear, and then the rest into vitality. Almost 1,000 fists to the heaven damage, but that doesn't really matter. That's not what does the killing. What does the killing is the holy bolts that come out, and those do 1,200 to 1,300. It's more than enough to efficiently clear the pits. I got 1397 life and 385 mana. To do the advanced stats, we've got 207 MF. Like I always say, minimum of 200 MF is what I'd like to run, and pretty decent. 110 fast hit recovery. Those are just from your spirits. Fast hit recovery really isn't a big deal with the FoHer. I like to hit the 75 faster cast rate so I can use Holy Bolt. I mean, it works with lower FCR, but 75 is nice. You can target the archers a lot better because they are lightning immune. So if there's like one archer you want to Holy Bolt it, and I like to target the boss pack, the boss of the pack of the archers, because they will kill you fast sometimes. So you like to target them down. This character has poison length reduced by 75, just a little added bonus, not needed, and cannot be frozen, which is also not needed, but it's nice to have. Move on to the skill tree. I've got one available. Let me dump that into Holy Shield. So, pretty standard FoHer. If you know about FoHing, the Holy Bolt damage from the FoH is what does the damage. So, to me, I don't waste any points on Holy Shock or Conviction, because, like I said, the damage is coming from the Holy Bolt. So, you just max Holy Bolt, max Fist of the Heavens. You put one into all the rest of them. Nothing into offensive auras. Basically, I max Redemption. I usually keep that up, and basically replenishes your life and mana the whole time. And then one into Salvation. After that, I just dump all my remaining points into Holy Shield. And then when that's maxed, probably just going to dump the rest into Defiance. Boost that Holy Shield a little bit. We will go over the Merc. I actually lucked out. Like I said, you don't need a Merc for this build. It actually works fine without it. But I lucked out. While I was leveling, I found a 4-socketed pole hex. And then I had the insight runes. And boom. First try, I rolled 17 meditations. So that was pretty lucky. I found this dark glow. This is the best armor I found. I'd eventually like to get at least a Duriel's. And I lucked out and found a Talus helm, which is perfect for budgets mercenary. On to the character. Like I said, 100% self-found, and pretty much half the gear is shopped from vendors, which is pretty crazy. Which makes this... I literally took me 10 minutes to shop the pieces I have, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of my gear was shopped from vendors. So we got the Spirit Crystal Sword. You'd probably end up having to do Nightmare Cows to get your spirit bases, but I lucked out. I found a white crystal sword in Nightmare Underground Patches level 1, and had just the perfect item level to Larzik it, and I used my socket quest, got the four sockets. I already had all the runes from doing Countess runs, and boom, rolled the spirit. Unfortunately, only rolled 25 faster cast rate, and then I lucked out again. I found this Paladin shield, had no sockets, and I wanted to find one with at least 30% all res, and I found one with 35, which is nice. And unfortunately, only rolled 27 fast cast rate. For this build, you'd like to have one of them have at least 30, which I'm going to eventually re-roll this, and I hope to get 30. Because if you don't, you need a fast cast rate Ami and 2 rings to reach the 75 fast cast rate breakpoint. Which is not hard. The funny thing about this build is the hardest things to get is probably going to be these plain fast cast rate rings and Amis, but I had no problem. I found multiple fast cast rate rings and Amis. And if you get 30 on one of these, you'd only have to get 2. So eventually, I'm hoping to get this to 30 fast cast rate, and then I'm going to probably take off one of these rings and hopefully get a Raven Frost to get the Cannot Be Frozen, and then I'll have to use Death's Guard. Like I said, Cannot Be Frozen is not required, but it's nice to have, and I lucked out, and while leveling, I found a Death's Guard, which worked out perfect. So that's everything that I've dropped. The rest of the stuff's been shopped. On the offhand, I've got the Teleport Staff, and like I said, it only took me about 10 minutes to shop these items. I got a 25 MF glove. For the boots, I was looking for a 30 MF minimum. I ended up getting a 34 MF boot with 28 lightning res, which was pretty cool. For the helm and the armor, all you have to do is shop any 3-socketed armor, any 3-socketed helm. But I super lucked out, and I got this bad boy right here. Not only does it have 3 sockets, but it has poison length reduced by 75, which is a pretty cool extra. Don't have to waste your time going around and hoping for a... Because I don't want to have a heavy armor. I don't want to get slowed down since I don't have Enigma. So trying to find a lightweight 4-socketed armor could take you a while. I didn't want to waste time with that. 3 sockets is more than enough. Throw 3 perfect topazes into them. For the helm, just look for any Artisan's helmet. I ended up finding this bad boy that also had Nova on it. And as you can see, I didn't even have to put perfect topazes in them. Just 3 flawlesses. It was more than enough. Pretty cool. So that's pretty much it for the gear. And then for charms, pretty much just random sorted charms I found along the way leveling. So that's pretty much it for the stats and the gear. I guess we can do a pit run. Put your holy shield up, switch your offhand. What I like to do is go off to the side here. Look out for guys that are hiding on the side, because sometimes they'll try and murk you. Teleport out there, switch the offhand, put on vigor, and follow the road. Your merc will probably die if he's weak like mine. Just try and stay far away so he's like, oh, Merc's dying, Merc's dying, Merc's dying. If he dies, like I said, it doesn't matter, but Yep, he lived. Drop a portal. Put on your redemption. And just go on in. Drop your fists. Try and keep your distance from the guys. Oh, we got archers. So you like to target the boss first. Boom. Boss is done. Lost some health, but as you can see, boom, redemption takes you right back up. Boom. Archers are your biggest problem in the pit, which is the case for most builds. Just want to pay attention. See what I'm saying? You don't even need your Merc. Like, I'm not losing mana because I have the insight, but my mana would be getting replenished from redemption anyways, just like your health. See, I'm not even being careful because I've got that redemption to fall back on. See, that's beautiful. Oh, look at that. See if we can find a faster cast ready amulet. Oh. Freaking archers. Love the FoHer. This is why he is my dedicated ladder character. This is my 3rd season playing the FoHer, and that's what I love about them. They're super cheap. Like I said, day 1 build here, and it can efficiently clear the pits. Just look at that. Boom. Oh, got archers. Careful, Merc. See, like to use Holy Bolt when it's like down to single targets when they're spread out like that. It's nifty to have. Dead end here. And what's cool about this character is you don't even, with being a dedicated pit character, you don't have to even clear hell. You don't really need the skill quests. You don't really need Anya. There's really no reason to waste your time. Because I solo leveled, so getting through hell would just be a waste of time. You can pretty much breeze through normal and nightmare, and then boom, you can just stop in Act 1. And basically day 1, you can be farming the pits with this character. See? If you see lightning enchanted, you can switch to your salvation, but it's honestly not even necessary. You can just stay in redemption and be good. If you keep your distance enough. And that vigor and charge, boom, move around pretty well. There's level 2. I like to drop a portal for safety. Try and keep your distance here. I got amp damage, so I want to look out for archers. Fortunately, it looks like no archers. That is it. Pretty nice. That is your day 1 budget FoHer. Really fun character, really strong with barely any gear. If you're looking for a a ladder character to hopefully get some decent drops early, I would recommend this budget FoHer. So, that is it. Hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next one.